friends. What more could you add to make it special?
Well, I'll tell you what you can add. You can add shitloads of money, gambling, round robins, teasers. We have it all here on Brunch Betting. That's right. It's XFL Jim, Chase, Lupin Fiasco Sessoms, and Eric Uncle Rico Magoo giving you the best sports plays you can find. That's right, bitches. It's Brunch Time Betting.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Brunchtime Betting. As always, it's me, XFL Jim.
You want it? I'm going to give it to you right now.
That's right. That's right, folks. We're going to give it to you. Give it to you right fucking now. As always, joined by the one, the only Eric, a.k.a. Etoff21 Sports, a.k.a. Uncle Rico.
This is what happens when a guy is coming right down in your face.
Yes, sir.
What's up, my man?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well, man. More importantly, Jim, how are you?
I'm doing good. I got the haircut.
A little haircut?
I'm back at home. It's going to be a day full of cleaning. Got a busy day ahead of me. 2 great CFL matchups tonight. Had a great game last night. Congratulations, Saskatchewan Roughriders. It's always awesome when a game ends on a kickoff. Kick return touchdown to win the game.
Kick return touchdown to win the game. Jeez, dude.
Yeah. Absolutely beautiful.
Rough
Riders are keeping the train going.
Thoughts and prayers to everyone that had the
Argos.
The Argos plus the 3.5. Which brings me to this. I see all these little Twitter gambling experts who I think know nothing bragging about how good they are at CFL. Well, that's because they're betting favorites. Favorites are 7-3 to start the year.
Yeah, I felt like we were still on the good side with Edmonton on Thursday, Eric.
I'll be honest, Jim. Hot day here. Didn't watch.
That's fair. You're a casual. It's okay. I understand. But if you did watch, for the people that did watch, it feels like Trey Ford's regressing a little bit, not hitting his throws.
T Ford's regression,
okay. And they're not really letting him run a ton.
Do you think if they open up the playbook and let him run a little bit more, that would help?
Maybe. It just might. I don't think it could be bad for the team, for the league. I think it's a smart move, but who knows what Edmonton wants to do. They're a poorly run organization. Any other things in the news that you want to talk about?
Shohei Ohtani is straight gangster.
Yes.
Like, did you see, like, he got hit, motioned to the side, to the dugout, not to come. And then by himself just went over to the Padres dugout, just said something, and then walked away.
I love it. I fucking love Shohei so much, dude. I love that man. He makes me want to watch baseball, and I don't watch regular season baseball at all, almost ever.
I'm not going to lie. I have gotten more into betting baseball this year, so I've been watching more than I like to admit.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad thing to have on in the background. You don't need to confess to liking watching baseball, Eric. It's just not something I do. When I bet baseball, you know what it's all about for me? It's about the numbers.
You're a numbers
guy? It's all
guy?
about the numbers.
You're a numbers?
Boom. Yeah, he's a G. Eric, favorite team in baseball right now that's not the Brewers?
Well, I'm a Tigers guy. The Tigers are my favorite.
Oh, sorry, besides the Tigers then.
Besides the Tigers or the Brewers.
Favorite team?
You know what, dude? I have a couple.
Okay.
I love the Padres.
Valid.
And you know what? I've nicknamed them America's team because they hit a plus 300 winner for me last week, the Colorado Rockies.
Damn, okay.
They're America's team, dude.
They're America's team right now?
They're America's team right now.
Are you betting them this week?
I've bet them a lot this week. I had them last night, and it was Heartbreak Hotel in the 5th inning, up by 1, and they gave up 3. And
almost took them today. I almost took them today. They are not on my sheet today. But I
have a play in that game. That's a tease, Jim.
Oh, it's a little. You just gotta tickle them a little bit. I got nothing else news-wise. There's not really anything else going on. Shout out to NBA. This has been a very awesome NBA championship.
Like everything I do in the NBA, when you look at what the Pacers are doing, doesn't make sense. Like literally, when you look at the shot analytics and everything they're doing, it legitimately just doesn't make sense. And I mean, it just kind of shows you right now that Carlisle is probably overtaking Spoelstra as best coach in the game.
It's the way, I don't know, dude, this Pacers team is just, I've enjoyed every second of watching them play.
I think Halliburton's the biggest bitch in the league.
That's fair. The biggest bitch.
Yeah,
Who'd you have? Have you had him at number one for a while? I forgot what your list was.
Him and Towns are number one, number two.
Okay, him and Cat, number one, number two. What's your SGA opinion?
Good, but not flashy, so no one gives a fuck. Like he's averaging 32 points in the finals. Everyone thinks he's having a bad finals. I mean, just literally let that sit in. Like Jordan and Pippen have never had a game in the NBA finals where they scored over 70 points. In their first finals series, SGA and Jalen Williams did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Effing remarkable when you think about it. But we do get a game 7 tomorrow. Hopefully it's a game. Like, I'll be honest. Thursday, Thursday was hot. I was tired. I went to bed like fucking midway through the second. No, at the halftime, I went to bed. Game was over.
Yeah, it was. I mean, what was the last game 7 we've had in the finals?
Jesus Christ! I think it's the LeBron.
The Cavs comeback versus the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Been a minute, Jimbo.
It's been a minute. Are you ready to get into some picks? I got 2 lined up right off the bat.
You want to go first?
I'm hitting you with the CFL. I'm double dipping, Eric. We gave these away on Spring Fever on Wednesday, but I'm double dipping for today. I'm rolling with the Stamps. I can't not. I'm rolling with the Calgary Stampeders -3.5 versus the Ottawa Red Blacks. I got it at +102. So I got Calgary -3.5 at +102. And then in the game later tonight, BC versus Winnipeg, the rematch from last week. I'm not touching either team until maybe a little later. But I'm taking the over 51.
The over 51.
I'm taking over 51. I think we're going to get points in this one. I think historically with BC, their defense historically has not been very good. Winnipeg, they like to put up, they will probably try and run the ball, but also they're banged up already. This team is getting banged up. They're going to have to throw it. I'm liking a lot of points tonight. So Calgary -3.5 versus Ottawa, and BC over 51 versus.
I'm going to take Ottawa, dude. I'm against you on that one.
Well, Eric, I'm riding the hot hand of favorites right now, I guess.
You know,
I'm going to call myself a sharp here if I just start betting favorites just nonstop.
Dude, I'm just, you know what, dude? I'm just going to call you Johnny Square over there.
Mega whale play coming up, baby.
Mega whale play.
Calgary money line.
Units.
My mega whale play is Calgary on the money line. What are they on the money line? Like minus. What do you think they are on the money line? -188. Yeah, my mega ultra whale play. Calgary -188. I can't get behind this Ottawa team if they don't have Drew Brown. They're not going to have Drew Brown.
I'm going to play the trend of teams week.
That's valid. You got it. Hey, you got it last week, fading BC. I liked it. But I can't. Those are my first 2. I'm starting off with the CFL up north. Football season never ends. Remember that, folks.
Never ends.
Football season's year-round. It never stops. What's your first play, Uncle Rico?
My first play, I'm going to the diamond. I am going to take the Houston Astros plus 105 on the first 5. Walker takes him out for the Astros. He hasn't thrown enough innings to qualify for the star cast data I like to use. So far, he's looked sharp through his first 3 outings. 0.91 whip, 1.53 ERA. His expected ERA sits at 2.87. So the advanced numbers back it up. His go-to pitch is a cutter, throwing it more than anything else. And when you dive into the Angels lineup, they only have 3 hitters that have a positive run value against that pitch type, a clear edge for Walker. Plus, the Angels have a team that have really struggled against left-handed pitching over the last week, 27th in batting average versus lefties during that stretch. On the other side, Soriano gets the ball for the Angels. He's very average across the board. Pitch run value 1, fastball run value 0, breaking ball run value 0, off-speed run value 0. Very middle of the pack and everything with that. He's running into the Houston Astros offense has been locked in against righties over the past week. 2nd in batting average, 9th in runs scored, 3rd in total hits. They're seeing the ball well. When you look a little closer, 1.47 whip, 3.54 ERA for Soriano. His expected ERA is up at 4.02. A little regression coming. Leans heavily on the sinker. And when you look at the Astros lineup, 8 hitters of a positive run value against that pitch. Another clear advantage for Houston. When you look at the trends, Angels have a negative 11.3% ROI this year when facing a lefty for the first 5. Meanwhile, this month, Astros are plus 9.9% ROI in the first 5 bets. The trends, the advanced data all point to the same directions. I'm taking the Astros plus 105 for the first 5.
So 2 questions. Well, 1 question, 1 statement. My next pick is also the Houston Astros. I took them full game because I just see the line moving, the numbers, they speak to me. So they open, Eric, as a minus 112 favorite over at Circa. Well, the current line has them as a plus 102 dog, plus 106 dog where I got them. So I follow those numbers. I was like, whatever. I like taking the opening lines from these. I follow the lines, but I try and go to like these sharper books and like go off of theirs, and then what I feel and what I've read is that a lot of the main sports books like a Caesars, DraftKings, they follow the lines. Like they don't set the lines.
Yeah, they just follow what. Yeah. Usually, what it is oh my god, I'm spacing on who runs Bookmaker.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about though.
Whoever runs Bookmaker, that's generally who sets it.
Yeah, the 3 I've heard of is like Bookmaker, Pinnacle, and then like I hear Circa. Those are the 3 that I hear. So I just followed that. I have a question for you though. I feel like from watching you do this show for a while, you take the first 5 quite a lot. Is there a reason you do that versus whole game?
To take the unders, to take the relief pitchers out of it.
I respect that.
Because you really don't know like whose arm's spent, who they're going to be saving. But when you look at these starting pitchers, you can kind of get a note of like, okay, this guy is going long. But then you have to be careful. Like I have a play later where it's going to be a bullpen game for a team. So you kind of have to, it's kind of hard to determine how long these guys are going to go when it's, when it's a starter game. I know I'm at least going to get at least in 5 innings from the starter, at least he gets blown up. And that's why I like to bet against the pitcher.
So I was with you with the Astros. My next real play, though, I'm just going to go down this list here. I'm taking the Phillies money line over the Mets at minus 109. Again, this is just a straight up numbers play. Anytime you ask me why I'm doing it, I'm just going to tell you the numbers. Phillies open at minus 115. I got them down to minus 110. Boom. Give it to me. And I like baseball, being able to find a money line that's closer to like just a regular spread bet somewhere. I'll take it. For me, I have like a number, especially in like baseball, for a favorite that I just won't bet. I will touch a 120. I cannot get above that. In all good conscience.
Costa Rica International Sports. That's who every book here follows.
Oh, they're just like the conglomerate that probably.
Yeah. AKA Chris. Everyone follows Chris, so that's who it is.
Okay, but yes, Phillies money line over the Mets.
I like it. My next one, and look, dude, I absolutely hate myself for doing this, but I'm taking the Rockies and the D-backs over 12.
Woohoo!
Hear me out. Rockies overs this season have been profitable at home, 55% clip plus 4.3% ROI. Very, very simple rule, and we all know it. when it comes to cores, the hotter it gets, the more the ball's going to carry. Every single time this season, the game time temperature was 80 degrees or higher, the total has gone over. Tonight, temps are going to be at 90 degrees come game time. And the fact over the last 5 years, when temperature is 90 at cores or higher, the over has an 11.6% ROI. Now let's add some wind. The wind's going to be blowing out to left field at 11 miles per hour. Tonight, over the last 20 years, when that's happened at cores, the over has a 22.6% ROI. Now, when you combine both factors, temperatures over 80, the wind blowing over 10 miles per hour out to left, the ROI jumps to 34.8%. So we got some serious weather trends screaming here. Palmaquest goes for the Rockies. He's one of their best prospects. Absolutely awful season. 7.76 ERA, 1.76 whip. Over the last month, still sitting at 6.75 ERA, 1.5 whip. The StatCast numbers are ugly too. -9 pitching run value, 7th percentile. His most used pitch, the four-seam fastball, has a -9 run value, which is in the 2nd percentile. And today, 8 hitters from the D-backs will have a positive run value against that pitch. And remember, with the ball carrying in the heat, Palmquist has a 30.4% ground ball rate, which isn't a good combo. Kelly gets the ball for the D-backs. Strong season overall. Historically, Coors Field hasn't been kind to him. 4.25 ERA, 1.23 whip at Coors. And we talked about the Rockies earlier. They've been one of the better offensive teams this week against right-handed pitching. Over the past week, ranked 5th in batting average, 4th in runs scored, and 6th in hits against right-handed pitching. Yes, I know it's a high number, but with the trends, the weather, and the matchup, I've got to fire on over 12 for the Colorado Rockies and D-backs tonight, and I hate myself for doing it.
Well, you're going to like me for this next one because I am taking your team against the Rays. I'm taking the Detroit Tigers straight up plus 115 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Give it to me. Give it to me. I sat down. I opened up this the app that I use to check all the numbers. It's nothing but numbers, Eric.
That's the app, nothing but numbers.
No, I wish it was. That'd be a sick name for an app. That'd be a sick name.
Nothing but numbers.
Again, like
Jim, what are you doing? Calm down, dear. I'm on nothing but numbers.
I'm on nothing but numbers. It looks like the Matrix right now here on my computer screen. But the numbers told me to take the Tigers, the Detroit Tigers, straight up versus Tampa Bay, and I did it. I listened.
Well, Jim,
and I follow.
My second play, I'm playing the bounce back spot for the Tigers. I'm on the Tigers plus 120 for the first 5. Whew. Yes, the Rays have been hot offensively this past week, but it's important to look a little deeper. All that production has come against right-handed pitching. When you isolate their numbers against lefties over the last 7 days, 24th in hits, 17th against runs, big drop-off. It looks like Herter's going to get the ball for the Tigers. Solid season, 2.33 ERA, 1.1 whip. Now, this is going to be a bullpen game. He's going to go 2. And then they're going to piece it together. I'm not really sure who they're going to throw out. Their bullpen is a little spent. Maybe it'll be Mortello, who has started in the past. But when they've used this strategy with Herter starting, they have covered every single 5th inning. And Detroit's the best first 5 moneyline team in baseball, hitting at 63% with a 10.4% ROI. When we look against right-handers, 58.8%, 4% ROI. Pebet is getting the ball for the Rays, leads heavily on the four-seam fastball. When we break down the Tigers lineup, they could potentially have 9 hitters with a positive run value against this pitch. That is a very tough matchup. Look, I expect a strong bounce back here from Detroit, and anytime I get the best first 5 team in the league at plus money, I'm easily going to take a shot. So give me the Tigers first 5 plus 120.
Attaboy, Eric. And I'm seeing right now, at least over on Bookmaker, first 5 for Tigers. What do you think it's down to?
105.
112. You still like it at 112?
Still like anything plus money.
Okay, I like that. I like that quite a bit. I'm sticking with the MLB, baby. We're seam heads today. I'm taking the Athletics. I'm taking the A's straight up versus the Cleveland Guardians. A's money line versus the Guardians. Plus 118 for the, I guess the Sacramento A's still currently.
They're just the A's.
Yeah.
They're just I like that one a lot. Like Cleveland's really been struggling at the plate. So I looked at that one too, Jim.
I appreciate that. That means a lot.
You get I co-sign that play.
Eric and the numbers both co-sign.
Heavy lean for me.
Ooh. We should do a lean show where it's nothing but leans. And then we can get like the paper gas station cups.
Nothing but leans.
What's your next play, buddy?
Oh, you want to talk some little UFC?
Ooh, yes, please. Well, before we do, I'm just gonna blast through. I have three more technically MLB plays. Just give me your thoughts on these next plays. The Giants money line versus the Red Sox, -113.
Yeah.
And then the Rangers money line versus the Pirates, -103.
I looked at that one heavily too.
About it? Yeah.
I had to talk like the thing that took me off of that is the pitcher for the Rangers. I really liked him coming out. Like I'm not really the baseball card type of guy, Jim. I bought five of his little rookie cards. He had a fucking money outing last year. I sold fucking all of them, and he's been brutal this year to start the season. Came back. His first start back from AAA looked good against the White Sox. Left the game early with a little hamstring tightness. And Keller's been brutal, but the advanced metrics love Keller. So that's why I stayed off of it. Because it's like, am I buying Kumar being better coming back after AAA tune-up? Am I buying Keller's been unlucky? So I just said, F it, I'm staying away. But I looked at the Rangers heavily too.
Speaking of my handicapping, Eric, I just look at the numbers.
Nothing but numbers, dude.
Nothing but numbers. And then I did a 3-team parlay of the Blue Jays, Twins, and Giants at +430.
All right. I'm gonna get ready to butcher some names here. You ready for this?
Oh, Eric, I love you talking UFC. I love hearing it.
All right, we're gonna take Ko at +370. First of all, this is a stand-up fight waiting to happen. Ko has a black belt in judo, solid takedown defense, good submission awareness. This makes me believe Elliott is not going to look to grapple much here, even though that might actually be the safest path, because if he's standing, I like Ko's chances. Do you want to guess what Ko's nickname is?
Something Korean, I would imagine.
Korean Tyson. Real KO power on Dana White's Contender Series. Even though he didn't get the finish, he completely controlled the fight with his striking. Consistently loads up shots, throws heavy combos, move forwards, forcing opponents to fight while backing up. That's where he catches people. His overhand right is especially dangerous. He dips his head, close distances quickly, fires with speed and aggressive. Sure, he can move his head off center a bit more, but his forward pressure forces opponents into defensive shells. Once that happens, he's landing clean. And let's not forget, Elliott's been knocked out here before. We've seen him get clipped, and if Ko lands something big early, this fight could be over quickly. Even if Elliott tries to switch it up and look for takedowns, Ko has the grappling credentials to handle it. That's a judo black belt, gives him excellent balancing in the clinch, strong hips, and his ability to stuff takedown attempts or reverse position. In fact, Ko's defense approach has been looked pretty solid. He's patient, composed, and doesn't get reckless. That ability to stay defensively will carry him to this being a stand-up fight. When I'm seeing +370 and a clear path to victory, it makes all the sense in the world for me.
Let's see. Yes, the numbers do agree with you. I'm looking at the number. I'm trying to see how the numbers I do for baseball and soccer haven't started messing around with them for the UFC yet. But they seem to agree. I'm moving over to Aussie Rules Football for my next play. We're heading over deep west to Australia, where the Gold Coast Suns are taking on the GWS Giants. You know what? We're living on the Golden Coast, baby. Give me the Suns. Straight up money line versus the Giants, -106. Aussie Rules Football. Make it happen. It's basically rugby. What's the next fighter we got, Eric?
The next fighter we got, oh God, I'm gonna go to the one whose name I have no problem pronouncing. Okay.
Okay.
Give me Hill minus 105. Big storyline here. Here, Hill is finally back with his original striking coach. That's huge because honestly, his boxing just hasn't looked the same since he made the switch. Now he's returning to that original camp. I think we'll see a much sharper version of Hill inside the cage. When we look at Roundtree, he's a big undersized for the 205 division. And while he did go 4 rounds with Alex Pereira in his last fight, we've seen time and time again that guys, after they go up to that championship level fight, get their asses kicked by the champion, suffer a lot of damage. They just aren't the same fighter. I think that's going to happen here to Roundtree. Stylistically, I trust Hill's cardio. He's more durable. He has a striking. His striking much more in this matchup. Roundtree's footwork can get sloppy. His striking defense has holes that Hill can absolutely exploit. Hill has the height, reach, and speed advantage. I believe his experience against better competition will be a big factor here. This fight will stay standing. You know why it will stay standing, Jim?
Why is that, Eric?
These fighters have as many takedown attempts in the UFC that you and me have. So I don't see this going to the ground at all. That gives a clear edge to Hill. Cleaner technically, throws more volume, has faced much more tougher opponents. Now, look, I know there's questions. He's dealt with an AC and Achilles tear and a knee issues, but I expect a bounce back spot here. I think Roundtree's coming off a career-altering loss. Hill's a superior striker. It's a pick 'em price. Give me Hill minus 105. And, dude, this card starts in like 50 minutes, dude, because they're in Baca.
Get on it.
They're on Baca.
That's why you watch live, folks. Yeah. I'm going over to Japan now, keeping it out west or the very far east, depending on how you look at it. I'm doing a little Nippon Baseball League 2-team parlay, my 2 favorite teams. The Oryx Buffaloes and the Nippon Ham Fighters. Take them. Just take them. Just trust me. Plus 166.
Just take them.
Just take it, baby. Take it. That's all my plays, Eric. That's all I got. That's all my little.
I mean, I can do one more. I can do one more if you want me to.
Oh, you got one more?
I can't pronounce the guys' names in it, so I think I'll just skip them.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could try. I kind of want you to try.
Here we go. Ready?
Okay.
We're going. I can't even say his name. We're not going to do it. We're done. Fizzy plus 136.
But just say his first name.
I don't even know his first name right now.
Raphael. Yeah, Fizzy. And then Ignacio Bahamondes.
Fiziev is going to have no problem getting into the pocket. He's going to have better hands. More importantly, I don't trust Bahamas' head movement. That's going to be a big problem over the course of this fight. Fiziev's Muay Thai and kickboxing background gives him a serious edge in striking. We're talking about a guy who throws powerful kicks from all angles, low kicks, head kicks, strings everything together in dangerous combinations. This variety disrupts opponents' rhythm and creates finishing opportunities early or late in fights. Let's not forget, even in his recent fight against Justin Gaethje, he looked very sharp. He took the first round with explosive and precision before ultimately losing the decision. That fight was post-knee injury and was still showed flashes with his elite striking. And now coming in with a full camp, I expect him to be sharper. When we look at Baramus's recent opponents, I think there's a huge gap. I really feel this is a big step up in class for him. When we look defensively, Fiziev better when he stands. He's going to be slipping punches, cheating kicks, setting up counters. I just feel that he's got the experience. It's a big step up in class. I get him at plus money, and this is his home crowd. He is the one fighter on this card that is from this country, so this is going to be a very pro crowd for him.
Do you believe it goes the distance, Eric?
No, I think Fiziev gets the knockout.
Ooh, Fiziev gets the knockout. Okay. I'm going to bet that then. Plus 250.
Okay.
All right, I got 1 3-team parlay for the people, Eric.
I got a nice
multi-sport for the people. And here's what we're doing. We're taking all dogs here. 3 teams. We're taking the BC Lions over Winnipeg in the CFL tonight. And then I'm taking the Detroit Tigers and the A's, the Athletics. All straight up, all money line, plus 1264. Just 3 teams. That's all you need. Come on. It's got to happen, damn it. It's got to happen.
All right, my round robin.
It's got Gotta happen.
Is Ko, Fiziev, Hill, Usman, Grod, and Conviv. That's my round robin for UFC.
You want to pronounce that one more time?
Which
So
one?
it's Ko.
Ko, Fiziev, Hill, Usman, Grod, and Kniev.
Okay.
That's the round robin.
I love it, Eric. I love it. That's it, folks. Any parting words for the people, my friend?
No, let's go favorites in CFL.
I guess so, right? I guess so. Check out the CFL. Also, Arena Football 1 Championships. The playoffs are tonight, the semifinals.
So let me ask you
tonight
this.
and tomorrow.
This is off key. Okay, completely off key. So you and I talked about UFL, and for those who don't know, Jim and I do a show centric on UFL, CFL, and we talked about getting fans in the stands. So the Rockies this year have been brutal, absolutely brutal. Okay,
Correct.
you know what they did last year to get people in the stands?
What they do?
They tried to set a world record for everyone with the name of Ryan.
Oh, I did hear something about that.
Like, why can't the UFL do that?
I don't know, man. That's they dropped. We'll talk about this on Spring Fever. They
You know
dropped
what I
the ball
mean? I
when
mean,
it came to like
that's a
promotions.
simple idea.
Yeah, they dropped the ball big time when it came to promotions and marketing and all that sort of stuff. But that'll be a Spring Fever thing. Make sure you tune in Wednesday. Be on the lookout. Love you guys, and we'll see you next time for some more brunch time betting. Bye.